Pull the top off this, disconnect the electricity, and move this out of the way for now because we're going to be turning it sideways. Well, the island is painted. Now I'm trying to get the support pieces in. I've got to run that cable over to here. Probably put a box in, connection box, and come up to this, which would be an outlet and USB. This top is temporary. I'm going to put eventually a butcher block on here. So now I've got to get some screws, which I thought I had here. So I've got to go over to the garage and get some screws. I'll take HD so I can run a little bit. So getting this in, getting it hooked up, touched up. That will be everything except the shoe molding underneath the cabinet and the quarter round underneath these doors, and then everything can get back in its place and won't be so cluttered. Okay, the island is done for now. I'm going to go to a butcher block later. I've got to get a cap square cover for that because that's got the USB charger in it. You can see this side. This is called Cinnamon Bear. It's a dark maroon. This side's done. Does it meet your expectations, HD? HD is having problems. He's got a nerve disease in his hindquarters where he's losing control of his leg muscles. So when he turns a corner, he has a tendency to fall over in the back. I'm afraid we're going to have to get him some wheels because I can't put him down just for that because the rest of him is in great condition. That's about $750. I'm going to start saving now, but he's going downhill fast. And of course we've got the trim shoe molding on there. So island is done. Started working down the hall. As you can see, getting the carpet up. And the padding, and the hundreds of staples we've got holding it down. And this is where I left off before. Be going up the hall. Eventually I'll be tiling the bathrooms. And going up the hall, getting ready to pull that padding. Whew. It's almost like work. First undercut the jambs here, the trim. Then I made a pattern that would slide up under there. Then I cut the piece and put it in. And then I put the extension piece. Trying to keep all these seams lined up. So I've got two going down the hall. It just happened to work out that way. But I just put this piece in, which is a full piece all the way across. It was a piece I messed up. I could cut the end off and make it fit perfectly. Now I'll come in here, and the next seam is right here. Every 2 boards is a seam. I got a seam right there, and that's 1 board, so I have to wait till I get the second board put in over here. So I'm heading down the hall. I painted the walls, painted the trim, baseboards, and now I'm going down the hall. Oh, and I also had a very low spot right there, going all the way across. So I had to fill that last night. And so that's filled. So I'll be going up the hall in a few minutes. Okay, going down the hall. As you can see, I've got kind of a sticky situation here. Trying to get this to come out to where it should be. I've got to get up underneath that so it doesn't show. I've got to get it up here close, and this goes up under the door so I can put a threshold on it. So, of course, I made a little pattern to start. And now it's refining it down before I cut it. And theoretically, this will go right up against the wall. So I can continue on down the wall after I do the hall. So it's a little complex. I'm taking my time. It'll take me 3 times as long to lay this out as a regular door jamb. But I think I've got it pretty close here. And I'm going to cut it and we'll see. Well, I'm coming up the hall. As you can see, I got that section in. That was a bear to do. But now I found a huge hump right across here. You can see my marks. And I've dug down the concrete to flatten it out some. As you can see, my trough right here. Just get me a trough right there, and then I'm gonna have to. This is soft concrete, so it's a lightweight concrete. So it didn't take much to do that. I just have to go all the way across. And then come back and maybe fill if I get too low. It's always something. It's a little hard to see, but I'm getting there. Almost got not quite 3/4 of it ground down. You can see there's an edge right here. It's got to come down. Using my straight edge to check my progress. I may have to come back and fill a little bit, but I'd rather fill than grind out. Let me tell you, this is a job. Even though this is lightweight concrete, it's still a pain in the butt. But it's getting there. Then I can continue on. Well, making progress. Got one more here, and then an insert up to the spot where I need it to be up there for the transitional strip. But coming down, almost. Getting across that area and heading up in the room. Whew. And it's a hot one today. It's supposed to be 85, 86. No air conditioning because don't need it.